core competency of Stellar Cyber is making your security stack and security data work for you in a way that's efficient, productive, and honestly happy for users and security professionals. We build an intelligent platform to make life much easier and much more productive.
Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
So, Sam, thanks for joining us today on Business Ninjas. We're excited to have you on the show. Appreciate your time. Maybe we could start by just cutting through the basics. So let us know your full name, your role in the company name, and the website.
Jamie, thanks for having me on. Sam Jones, VP of Product Management at Stellar Cyber. And you can find us online at stellarcyber.ai.
And where are you guys located? Where's the corporate HQ?
We're headquartered out of San Jose, California. However, we are a global company. We've got a distributed workforce with both boots on the ground in pretty much every region around the world. But our engineering is predominantly located based out of California.
All right, great. And maybe we'll go through a bunch of intro questions, but maybe we could start with just the sort of the elevator pitch for the company. What's the core competency of the company?
Yeah, core competency of Stellar Cyber is making your security stack and security data work for you in a way that's efficient, productive, and honestly happy for users and security professionals. There's a lot of shortcomings and pains that security professionals, SOC analysts, risk analysts have to work through every day, and we build an intelligent platform to make life much easier and much more productive.
Great. And also to level set, maybe you can tell us a little bit about sort of your career arc and what brought you to the present opportunity.
Computer science, software engineering by background. I actually worked for the Department of Defense early in my career doing cyber and intel things. And if there's one place where some of this stuff is most broken, it's there. So I saw, the problem on the grandest stage. Ended up working on some of those problems at Palantir, where we did a lot of software development and worked for different cyber organizations, customers, also government. But it was never the core focus of Palantir, which was more a data platform company. But I got in touch with Stellar Cyber a couple of years ago and saw the pitch, saw the demo, and it was exactly some of the things I had prototyped or built early on in my career, and it nailed the problem that I saw firsthand in the government. So I just knew the company was onto something. I really liked the people that were on the team, and the rest is history.
That's a great congruence of circumstances to find somebody that's actually working on what you saw as a problem. That's really cool. And so the problems that you saw in the DoD versus the problems that Stellar are addressing today, are there certain niches or industries where it's more prevalent and you're getting kind of earlier adoption, or what's that look like?
So obviously security is everybody's problem, which is great as a opportunity for us as a business. But it's also foolish to think that anyone can build something that works for everybody. So we are focused right now on what we call the mid-maturity security market, although we do go into some more mature security organizations that have bigger teams, bigger budgets, more complex requirements. But we really focus on lean security teams. So you might have a meaningful several billion-dollar manufacturing company, but you've got a security team of 4. And you have to do as much as you can with less. And your budget's probably constricting now too. And so we develop a platform that really enables those teams to compete with the best of the best, huge teams with huge budgets. And that's because the platform is doing so much out of the box. Time to value is really rapid, and there's a lot of intelligent automation built in. So almost like an Iron Man suit for those lean security teams to perform at a level they know they want to be able to get to, but their tools don't allow them to.
Wow.
The other market that we're really focused on is the service provider market. So MSSPs, managed security service providers, or MDRs, managed detection and response providers. And they essentially provide services on top of our platform to develop, kind of deliver an entire solution on security to their customers. And we allow them to focus purely on their services, their core competency, and we get to focus purely on our core competency, which is the software.
And when you joined Stellar, was it relatively early in their growth as a company? Kind of what was their early, go-to-market strategy, and how might that have changed over time?
Like any business, we kind of found, our sweet spot, and we also really honed in on a key market problem, which is there's data from all of these different tools, and there's nothing that really makes it work together for, that user at the end of the day that needs to try to defend their enterprise. There's been different data solutions, notably SIMs, security information event management systems, that can kind of co-locate data together, but it's really, really hard to make sense of. And I think we figured that out as a company in our first couple of years of R&D. I joined around Series A a couple of years ago, and we raised the Series B about a year and a half ago, and have seen tremendous, really, really consistent growth, even through COVID and as a global enterprise. So we're really excited for what's next, and we certainly like to be in the security market.
And what was the COVID era like, both internally and with your customers? I'm guessing that threw a curveball at your industry like it did for most others. So what was that experience like?
I think there were some markets of ours that were hit harder. We have a pretty big presence in APAC, and there were more stringent lockdowns, and the typical way of doing business there, what I think was more affected than, say, North America. And so we had to adapt there, but it also gave us an opportunity to kind of step on the gas pedal in places like North America that were ready to just do more faster, maybe virtually, as opposed to, but obviously in-person events, which is really critical for getting your name and brand out, were slowed down. And I think that hurt us a bit, especially we're competing against, Deca unicorns that are typically publicly traded. And, we're little old Stellar Cyber with, not so little anymore, but a great technical solution, but brand and trust is so important. With things having opened up over the last many months, we're kind of hitting our stride again, though.
That's great. And how do you differentiate yourselves from these Deca unicorns that are out there? What, when you're talking to customers, how do you guys position yourselves? Yeah,
from a technical perspective, we have been building on this single platform vision for our entire company's history. And so we've purpose built everything for this single experience, which is defend your enterprise from a single platform, all of your data, all of your tools, all of this capability into one product that's also on a single license. Many of our competitors, incredible companies, have acquired their way into some similar vision. And when you bolt on acquisition, bolt on other products, it's not a single experience. It's less efficient. There's probably multiple licenses, and you're falling into certain licensing traps as a buyer too, which is never great. So we really just try to keep things simple, and we've really purpose built things from the technology side. Then on the partnership side, we are so close with our customers. We're hungry. We really, really partner at the deepest level that I've ever seen in my career. And security is not the type of problem where you can just drop a product in and expect it to deliver results. Right. You really need to use it effectively. And if in the case of like an MSSP, you need to sell it effectively. Both things that we partner heavily with our customers on to make sure that they're getting results.
Okay. And, what's the outreach strategy like for the company? So clearly you've got, like you said, a solution that nearly every company theoretically could need. Whether they understand that or not is one thing. But, when you're looking at a partner track versus a direct to the customer track, how are you getting out there? How are you letting folks know that you exist, and where can they find you on social media?
On social media, we're most heavily active on LinkedIn. And we're putting a lot of content out, either case studies from our customers, white papers from different thought leaders within our company, more importantly from our customers, hearing them talk about how they've used our platform and our partnership to deliver results. But really, we try to keep the message direct and also pretty empathetic. We're not this big sales organization trying to push, different licenses onto customers. We're really trying to basically say, we get exactly, what you're going through. And that helps that we're so focused from that mid-maturity customer or MSSP. We're really focusing the message on that. So if, you're an MSSP, we've got a very great program to help you grow the tools and capability you need to run your business effectively. Similarly, if you're kind of a smaller enterprise from a security standpoint, we're talking directly to you. So we're not talking to SMBs. We're not talking to the Fortune 50 per se. We're kind of talking to our target market. And that's the message we carry out through all of our different marketing channels and whatnot.
All right. And are there like certain goals that you have as a company for 2023? Everybody's kind of in planning mode for the year now, and it's January. So what's 2023 look like for you?
First, we want to dominate the MSSP market. We're pretty public about saying that. We've got phenomenal traction across MSSPs of all sizes, but the top 250 MSSPs, which is kind of a list tracked by MSSP Alert, a pretty notable security news outlet. And then second, we're growing our revenue at a rate that most enterprise software companies are not able to do now in kind of this new market environment. And we're confident that we can do so in 2023 while maintaining a business that's sufficient and, looks to be, a business that can stand on its own without, some buyer coming in later on to take it. So we've always kind of focused on business fundamentals. Maybe not every organization in this market has over the past 5 years, but and this is a lot due to the fact that our CEO has done this before. We've got a very supportive group of investors, and we've kind of been marching down the same path since our inception.
That's great. Wow. I mean, some sound principles, it turns out they matter at the end of the day, right? So that's good for you guys. Right on. All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. It's going to be fun to see how far you get in 2023 and watch you continue to succeed and change the market. So thanks for your time, Sam.
Thank you, Jamie, for having me on.
You bet.